Indra Projects, ungal kanavu engal லட்சியம்.
Don't give 1 rupee more.
Well, this Monday, with the sudden move when my state was converted into a union territory and bifurcated, Ladakh is now separate, it was heavy. But personally speaking, for Jammu, what I've observed and what people around me talk, it was a relief for us. And we have been waiting for this action from last 70 years. The question is, why are we behaving like this? It is very natural. Yesterday, when an MP of Ladakh said in his fiery statement that to comment on the consequences of this decision for the state of Jammu and Ladakh, everybody is tweeting on Facebook, on media, they're talking about it. But you cannot talk about those things until and unless you knew what were the happenings in that state. What was the affairs going on like? What was the current condition? So, to start with, are we happy with it? You should know what was our state before it. So, because Kashmir was disturbed, and it's a grave disturbance due to layers of problems, but there was no discussion about the on-ground problems of the state of Jammu and Leh and Ladakh. Not even in parliament, never in national media. Probably we got overshadowed, but being overshadowed for 70 years wasn't something that we can forget easily, and it has its consequences with it. And people of Jammu has been facing, I can voice them up because I've seen it. I hail from a district called Udhampur. My roots, my great grandfather used to be a Raj Purohit for the last ruler of Jammu, Mr. Hari Singh. So, apart from we being connected to him and a palace in the state of Jammu, there is no talks about the Dogra community who hails, who has been on the grounds of Jammu from years. They were great artisans, they were great battle wars that we have won. We hail from Porus, the king, but I don't think people in India know about us, know about our history, know about our culture. Nothing on ground. Statistically speaking, Jammu is a state where the two industries, tourism as well as the other industries, could have flourished very well, because we geographically have a better area. People can transport easily, people can set up their businesses easily. That couldn't happen because we were special in status and people never looked on investment for us. Things couldn't be owned, but things could be leased. Tourism was a big thing for Kashmir, but it got disturbed. But never did anybody pointed out that you have great locations for tourism in Jammu. Well, that couldn't be done because till today we don't have roads to travel up to the places. There's a valley called Bhadarwa. It's beautiful, it's immensely beautiful. You can compare it with any destination you want, but you can't reach there. Even though I'm an inhabitant of that place, I have been there only once, because it's very difficult to have your vehicle and reach up there in the valley because roads are not there, transportation is not there. Speaking of Ladakh, great geographical area but distributed into smallest number of districts you could name on fingers. Such a big land doesn't have same ethnic problems or opportunities in every place, but you've bifurcated them in only 2 districts and you've been running along for 70 years without talking about their problems at all. Well, that's the reason people are happy with this decision, and you cannot question their patriotism ever. Kargil, the people of Kargil, the Muslims of Kargil have played a big role in winning our Kargil war. So there's no question about religion, there's no question about patriotism. It's a welcoming decision for these 2 places, because this will bring new opportunities and blossoming opportunities for our places. And speaking about parliament, even in the seats in legislative assembly, if you see, it had always been dominated by Kashmir region. Jammu has less seats. Leh Ladakh had only 4 seats till today. So if they represented more, it was a notion that Chief Minister will always hail from Kashmir. It has always hailed from Kashmir. So if a person is from a place, he'll be looking at that place only. That comes naturally. He won't understand us at all. And with this in mind, all decisions are taken pro-Kashmir. People in Jammu have been going for hospitals to Amritsar. They don't have facilities in Jammu. We had fought a long battle to get AIIMS to be established in Jammu city. Same has been happened with education. Ladakh still doesn't have its own university. So students have to travel miles to get higher education. And the roads from Leh Ladakh to Jammu, it's a long road. It seems like we're crossing borders just for studies. So things haven't been easy for people, and this brings a new hope. And we are at this moment thankful for this decision. And we know that there will be more problems, new revolts in Kashmir. But the condition for us seems positive, and we would like to shine out of it and be part of India's development. Why should we be behind? We can come along now.